Yo, yo, what up, y'all? So the other day I was chopping it up with my two childhood friends, D Block and Johnny, which I haven't seen D Block in years, by the way, but he popped out for like the baby shower get together we were doing. So it was like a holy moment or whatever. So I decided to record it and make it a segment. And we began to chop it up about if we were born this way or if the world made us what we've become up until this point. So I hope you can draw some wisdom from this and you find it entertaining or whatever. And without further ado, here we go. Don't forget to like and subscribe. At the least, like it. It don't cost you anything. Peace. I mean, not peace, but here we go. Are people born with their personalities, or does life turn them into that person? What do y'all think?
You might, I don't know. You born with some type of personality, but your personality shifts as you get older because you learn shit, you experience shit, you go through shit.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So I feel like because as I got multiple kids and all of them got their own personality, whether funny, mean, angry, moody, but they all got their own little personality. Some of them is goofy, some of them more serious. Like my daughter, she playful, but she's serious. Low block, 100% serious, unless he want to play.
Well, did you
You know what I'm saying? And they all still kids.
did you tell them?
Huh?
What's your
Yeah.
subscription?
It's not the meta shits.
Did you tell them how to be, or did they?
No, they're too young for me to tell them how to be.
So you didn't try in no way to tell them you should do this or you should do that. You shouldn't be this
tell
way.
them like right from wrong. Other than that, no.
What is right?
Just like whatever it is they doing around the house, like I direct them, just like shit like that. Other than like no, but you don't tell them how to be. Yeah, I get what he's saying, but no, I don't tell him how to be. No, Lil Block is 13. I tell him he need to be respectful. I tell him he need to focus and shit like that. I give him tools for life, but you can't shape nobody's personality. Whatever his personality is it is. That I talk to him about his productivity. Like,
So you never try to speak to him about who he actually really is, above like.
he don't know who he is yet. He's 13. He's still trying to figure that out. So I gotta wait for him to get an idea of who he is. He's figuring out who he want to be now by the friends he hanging out with. By the way he start to behave.
But he got you too, so you gotta influence that a little too, right?
No, he got me too. But you get the thing about it. Who he spend more time with? His friends. He's in school for over 40 hours a week, just like I'm at work. School is 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at work 40 hours a week, just like him. So he spent most of his time with his friends. Like at this moment, I spend most of my time with my coworkers. So the people that's shaping his life is his peers, his group. I'm only there when we're in the house. I'm there for in the house shit. Right now, I'm just looked at as the provider and the disciplinary. That's how old kids start to view their parents once they get a certain age.
That shit goes overlooked.
Yeah,
too.
you spend most of your time with your
in the
friends.
house.
Well, I just wonder if.
No, but like let that sink in. You spend all of your time outside
Your home.
You don't spend a lot of time in the house.
That's why you could
sleep. You come home to sleep. That's really the general gist of it.
But listen, that's a given. But is it possible that our child, if we guide them right, can influence the people outside? Like, I get it, he's with them 40 hours a week, but they're also with him 40 hours a week. So is there any way that he can? Because sometimes I don't, like me as an adult, I don't always do the right things. Some people be on one type of time and then I come in cursing and shit.
I definitely get what you asked.
and I change the energy. I'm like, damn, I shouldn't have did that.
He does have the power to influence them. Does he? I don't know because I'm not in that age group. Only his friends would know if they influence him. But right now, as a father, my kid's personality is a follower. He's not the influencer. He's gonna follow what everybody else is doing right now. He's not the leader of the pack. I know that for a fact. That's a horrible thing. Anybody that's a follower is a horrible.
That's not always true.
For in most cases, you can even follow. Even you can follow good shit. Like, all right, say you follow anything could turn bad. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying following anybody's a bad thing. Following anybody with everything that they do is a bad thing. Yes, he's definitely a follower. He's not the leader. That's his personality right now, and I know that for a fact. I go through his phone. I talk to him. He's the follower. Whatever they want him to do, his right hand man is Max. Whatever Max want him to do, he with. Whatever his cousin want him to do when he go to Jersey, he's with.
But can he decipher right from wrong?
Yes, he can, but do he choose to when they want him to do something? No, because he's a follower. And that's what I'm trying to break. Right now, his personality is to follow. Because he wants to fit in. But he's with these people 40 plus hours a week. So no matter how much I'm yelling with the little 20 hours that I'm with him throughout the week, they with him for 40. So they right now, their influence is bigger than mine at this present moment.
So when you was his age, was your...
It's the same way.
It was
I
the
was
same
outside,
way?
you know, because we was together. And it's to a certain extent. In the neighborhood, I was a follower because there was different shit going on in the neighborhood. Niggas was smoking, niggas was selling drugs, getting money.
And I kind of followed you,
know what I'm saying?
a
So
little.
I wanted to follow that, to be like that. So yeah, I was a follower.
How older are you than me?
In school, I wasn't a follower. In school, I was leading. In the class, I was the class monitor. Everybody would follow what I was doing. Everybody would do their work until I sit there and start cutting everybody's ass. Once I start the bullshit, the whole room start the bullshit. So it was different points in my life where I would lead. Even in school, I got multiple leadership awards, multiple principal awards. I was never following in school. In school, I dictated what was going on. In the streets, no, I was a follower of facts. My son is a follower in both.
You know what the reason why? I feel like a follower was a follower. I said say this. In school, for us, me and you, school is extracurricular activity. That's bullshit. That's fun. Streets is real life.
Yeah.
That's a codependency that I need for real life shit. Money, respect, power, influence, whatever. I need street shit.
That's a fact.
If I'm a follower in the streets, I'm just a follower. If I'm a leader in the school, but I'm a follower in the streets, I still am a follower.
That's a fact. Only reason why I say to a certain extent is because, you know, we grew up in Kingsborough, so a follower to the full extent, meaning I would have been doing what a nigga like Sonny was doing. I would have been doing what Just was doing. I was a follower I chose who I wanted to follow based off of what I looked up to. I guess that makes sense.
And Sonny was doing what?
Sonny was just a crash out. Sonny was robbing, shooting. That's what Sonny was about.
Nah, but
I didn't follow that.
Sundance was on survival. So I can't.
To a certain extent.
We all are. That don't give us the right to fucking.
I'm not saying that you're wrong.
No, that was his way of surviving.
He was
right.
yo.
That's his only means.
Yeah,
to
that was
survive.
his way of surviving.
You had your mother. You had et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah,
He didn't have.
That's his only. That was his only coins.
Remember, Sonny was in the system too.
Sonny was
in
damn
foster
near
kid
like
too. So
like you know Elena from Six Walk. She had foster kids and shit.
Yeah.
Nigga, you a product of the state. Nigga, if I don't do this, I don't eat. That's Sundance mentality. If I don't do this, that, and the other, blah, 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 I'm not getting a meal. I'm not getting Chinese food. Nigga, I'm going to go home with an empty belly.
Well.
So that's my bottom means to an end.
So he was a follower though too.
He really didn't have too many options, but to be a follower.
Yeah, in Sonny case, yeah, he didn't have no options.
And I'm not making an excuse. Like he did have options. I'm not even saying
He did.
He
Because
did
he
have
was
options.
flyer than me. I didn't have no fucking nice clothes. I wasn't, you know.
The money that I took from to get Fly was money that you already had to get fed and have a roof over your head.
Yeah.
And
the
have
money
et cetera,
that he
et
had
cetera,
for that
et cetera.
was different because
That was his
foster
money
kid.
for that
and
week.
then not only that, he had mental issues. So the money that people was getting off of Sonny just for having custody of him was a large amount. So when he was nice and chose to spend to make sure he could look decent, then he did. But when they didn't, he didn't.
He does damn sure.
You know what I'm saying? Because when you adopt any kid, you get a money
So
from the
you was
government
a
to provide for
way
that
more
kid.
fortunate-
And if that
Okay.
kid has a disability and get a disability check, then you become that kid's
He was on the
payee.
fortunate end of the put it like that.
Okay, so coming from where we came from, right, Kingsborough, was we fortunate? Because we weren't acting like we were fortunate. We were. I'm not gonna lie. I robbed a few people.
We was fortunate, but we didn't know it.
I want to dissect myself from the whole thing. Honestly.
Well, I don't think you were. I don't think
Yeah.
Johnny was much of a follower.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah,
Johnny always
you
had
were a
his-
little different. You always had nice clothes. You always did your own
That's
thing.
how I want to kind
Me
of
and I didn't have it. You know,
Not to be a dickhead.
you know what I
No,
mean.
no.
We didn't even have money to smoke weed.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But then again, I still say we was fortunate. We just didn't realize it. Because
little things that matter.
You look at the way that we turned out. We was very fortunate.
And we had so
The way
many
we turned out,
older
you
people
look at how much we know.
influencing us.
Yeah, like we was very fortunate. We just didn't realize it. We what it was when we was kids. We spent all the time looking at what we didn't have versus what we did have.
I feel like I know.
Yeah.
Your parents, scared of your moms. You had food. You had games. You got to go to school.
Yo, I love that you say that with such like.
No, because I know
like,
what it looks like when you don't have that.
But you always had it. So what are you talking about?
I'm not saying me. I'm saying I know what it looks like. Even though I don't have or don't have, that don't take away from my perception. I can say like you had more than most people did.
Yeah, sure.
You did.
Now, whether you want to accept that or not,
now
you.
what you was missing, I get it. You know what I'm saying?
So was I overly aggressive for no reason then? I don't know.
That's up for you to accept. I can't answer that question for you, but I will say most have.
That's a fact.
Now, whether you want to accept that or not, that's on you. That doesn't take away the fact that most people have way less.
Then we all did then.
No, that's why I said
everybody in the hood did.
We was fortunate, but we didn't realize it because we spent all our time as kids focusing on what we didn't have. We can't get every pair of sneakers that everybody else got. We can't get every game that everybody else got.
That's even now.
We ain't going somewhere that everybody else is going, but we ain't realizing what we have. We eat every night. We got two parents in the house that care for us. And nigga, we didn't realize everything we had. We had lessons, nigga. We was taught respect.
Man,
we was taught a lot of different shit. Nigga.
I wish you did hang out with more, because usually me, you gonna definitely have all that shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But we didn't realize what niggas didn't have. We didn't realize what we had as kids. We niggas didn't.
Nah, you just didn't appreciate it. You just didn't appreciate it.
You didn't appreciate it. Even as you
get
get grown, sometimes you still look back and think about all the fucked up shit. Think about all the shit that you had. Think about how you are now, and think about how you could have been had you not had the little bit that you had. How much that would have affected you even more than would it affect you now. Because right now, ain't none of us fucked up. We might got a little bit of mental issues or trauma, but individually, we all working, we all are maintaining our own apartment, we all at a decent stage in our life at 30. When we was growing up, it wasn't too many niggas at 30 with a job, with their own crib. Niggas is living off of their girl, living off of their baby mother, getting kicked out every other week, or fucking another bitch, selling drugs, no job, never had a job, in and out of jail. That's not our reality right now, nigga. So when you look back as kids, we was very fucking fortunate for the way we turned out. Could have been way worse.
Yep.
Could have been way worse, bro. Way worse. We have morals, we have dignity, we have respect, we have sense, common fucking sense, which is a big fucking thing.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. It took me a while to gain respect, to give people respect, man. Like coming out of the hood and going into a corporate job like MSG. You know how, not to be racist, you know how certain white niggas have certain jokes like, yo, oh, this cocksucker, and yo, I wasn't taking that. I was ready to punch people in the face. Now, if you threaten somebody, you go into HR, but they could call you cocksucker. Oh, this cocksucker. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but imagine being in a position where you don't have the obligation to have or feel like certain type of way because you have a role to fulfill.
Well,
that's what he's talking about. Imagine doing all of that shit he just described and having kids on your own.
Well, that's hard.
You don't know nothing about that.
Nigga, I'm about to have a kid. What are you talking about?
You don't know nothing about what I just said.
Huh? I had my own since I was 19, brother. If I would have got in trouble, I would have lost everything.
Listen first.
Go ahead.
You don't know nothing about being in the position that he just described because you had what you had. Just despite the fact that maybe you appreciate it or didn't appreciate it, whatever crapper you want to choose, you had. On top of that, you didn't have kids at a young age because you was irresponsible, because you had a weak dick. You didn't have certain.
Why you gotta call my dick weak?
You damn near 30, bro, having your first kid.
This nigga about to call my dick weak. What about you? You 35, you ain't have no kid, nigga. Your dick weak.
No, nigga, my dick is constantly strong.
What the fuck is wrong with him? I use condoms, motherfucker.
And I don't use condoms.
I
can count on my hand.
Yo, Johnny,
I use condoms, bro.
Well,
if you really want to go there.
Well, to be honest, if you all right, since you went there, how many abortions I had, D-Block?
You did. Doug would have had twins. All right, so boom. Let's go. I'm gonna go through all the Doug. Wait.
I don't need that. I didn't have a quarter of that. What are we saying?
Whatever.
Doug.
No.
We're not
You
going to
opened
compare
it.
dicks right
No,
now.
no.
Like 6 kids.
I said it.
I
and
could.
said
You
it.
know how many?
Okay, cool.
Man,
I
please.
said it, and you responded.
Kenan had.
All right,
No,
we're not
no,
going to
no,
mention
hold up,
fucking names.
Hold up, because I said it and you responded, so I'm doubling down on it. Cool. That's not the case. Now what?
All right, could we just talk about something else?
I say that to say you're grateful, brother.
I know.
You have more than what most have.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm
And
just
despite
saying.
that- and
You know how
despite-
long it took me to realize that I was blessed.
That's self-awareness. That has nothing to do
And
with the fact
half
that you
of the
had a
people
good
don't
life.
have. Of course, I did.
That's your journey.
Why the fuck you like? Yeah, but
That's your journey, right?
yeah, but
self-awareness is self-awareness.
Now I would say this: we are all traumatized in our own individual ways.
yeah, what the hell?
That's
That's
lively,
fact.
man. That's
But
human
it is
nature.
not no black kid in America that's not traumatized. That's
Yo.
the sad part about the reality and the fact.
Listen.
But every black kid in America is traumatized from their childhood. Parent, a lack of not having both parents, jail, fucking up your family. Every black kid in America, we are all traumatized with some of the same type of situations.
You know what's sad?
Some different than others, but it's still
I hate to agree with you, but I agree.
it's
with
Listen.
that. But outside of that, even with our trauma,
you. At least from my
we're
perspective.
fortunate.
A lot of niggas is traumatized as adults. Let's talk about that. How many niggas done like, come on. How many niggas got traumatized as an adult from the transition from high school? Like me, I'll speak personally. I went from freshman year to selling drugs. Like there was no transition there. I went from a freshman year to grown ass niggas trying to fight me because I'm fucking ABM. That's what I went from. It was no transition. You know how many niggas have problems with transition? And then from there, I got so accustomed to the streets, I had to go to work in the corporate fucking world. It was transition. You know how hard that was, bro? I was stuck in one mentality the whole time.
Can I ask you a question? This is not to be funny.
What?
Did you have to go through those things?
I didn't have. Well, I don't know if I had to because I had to learn.
No,
I could listen to you talk shit all day. I need to
Sundance-
learn from my
I gotta
shit.
get my headphones out of here.
Sundance.
Both of these two doors is open?
What happened?
That's a
I gotta get
cat?
my beats from out of there. It's probably my cat. Yeah.
Oh, you called your cab already?